Hello guys, my name is Osedo Steven and I work with the National Taxpayers Association, which is a civil society organization focusing on building the capacity of citizens to engage in issues of accountability and governance. Here, our main focus is about issues of governance and accountability, and we have a number of programs that are running in Nairobi, Kisumu, Vihiga, Nandi, and Homa Bay. And these programs are focusing majorly on building the capacity of citizens to be able to ensure that they demand accountability and service delivery from the government, from the people they put in offices as county government officials.
My name is Trufosa Frida Mona. I work with VSO, Voluntary Service Overseas, as a disability inclusion advisor. Talking about the experiences of persons with disability, generally, would say the laws and policies in Kenya have progressively tried to include persons with disability, but mostly we find that a lot that has been done is the development of the laws and the policies, and there's still a lot to be done when it comes to implementation. Though, I also have to acknowledge that there are some counties in Kenya that have really tried when it comes to implementing the laws and policies on inclusion of persons with disabilities. And when you talk about the budget discussion, persons with disabilities have been involved in some counties, and they also, at the national level, they've been involved in other sectors or other departments, but in a very low percentage, which means that there's still a room for improvement.
We tend to think about gender and then we just see women or men. No, it's about giving everybody an opportunity to be heard. It's about giving everybody an opportunity to contribute meaningfully to the discussions that are going on. So really, those are what as NTA we really advocate for, so that in our society we have an all-inclusive society where nobody is discriminated against because of his gender, sexual orientation, or anything. We have a society that embraces everyone's views, be it a man or a woman.
My name is Lois Munyo. I sit in the board of Jericho Vocational Training, and I'm addressing the issue of women in general. And one of the things that will make our nation move is by empowerment of women. We can do this through various ways. One of the ways in which we can do this is to involve women in the issues of financial budgets, processes, so that they get to they participate, so that they are not passive. Tuone wamama pia wakiendelea kuhusishwa, si ati wao wanatengwa, kwa sababu pia ni muhimu. For example, give a woman 200 shillings. Hiyo 200 shillings mama ata budget, family itakula balanced diet na kutakuwa na change hata kama ni 10 bob. So tunaona ya kwamba when a woman is empowered, the whole family will be strong health wise, because wamama wanajua kujipanga with whatever they have. So we are asking that we want to see institutions like NGAF, women are accessing funds, even the revolving kitty, and it is important for them also to access information ndio waweze kujua hivi ndio tumeaccess hii fund, hivi ndio tunatakiwa tufanye ndio tu access hii fund, na pia waonyeshwe wakiaccess little financial literacy, wafundishwe ndio wajue vile watajipanga, alafu maybe marketing of wale wako in business wajue what they are going to do, because as I've said again, a strong family will make a strong nation, and when a woman is empowered, then we see that the whole family will be happy. Mama hawezi kuweka pesa kando akijua mtoto wake hajaenda shule. Mama hawezi kuweka pesa kando akijua mtoto wake hajavaa vizuri. Lakini tunaona ya kwamba familia saa zingine watoto wanatembea bila nguo nzuri kwa sababu mama hana uwezo. Kwa hivyo tukiweza kuwezesha wamama, then the whole nation will, if we build capacity in women, then tutapata the whole nation will be a healthy nation.
We find that these laws and policies on tax exemption don't cover like the whole of the population of persons with disabilities, and especially those ones in business. You find that it's a big struggle for them to even acquire tenders that are normally offered by the government, both the national and the county governments. But the laws factors that, which means that it's still a discussion that needs to be really looked into to make sure that the implementation is done in a way that ensures people with disabilities are considered. So talking from an aspect of gender, as a woman with disability, or maybe just talking about in general women with disabilities, we find that there's a double discrimination that faces women with disabilities. Being a woman and having a disability, there are two intersections that really affect women with disabilities.
We hear youth complain about inclusivity in government policy formulation. But to me, it's not about being included. For me, it's about looking for some of these opportunities to include yourself. Just ensure that when there is budget making process or there's a public participation forum that has been called by an MCA or a sub-county admin or anybody from the county, you are part and parcel of that discussion, so that as a youth you ensure that your issues are taken into consideration.
My name's Martin Moidino. I'm a principal of a vocational training center located at Nairobi County. We have challenges that we get in our schools when we train our students. One of the challenges is a lack of funding from the county government. Before we joined the county government, we were under national government, and at that time funding was excellent because tools were being bought, staff were being provided by the national government, but these days the staffing is a problem. You might find a school with only 2 staffs, and the students are more than they are 50. And in vocational training centers, one teacher or one instructor is supposed to have at least the maximum 15 trainees. So you see that number is big.
Mititi, Deputy Director in charge of Vocational Training in Nairobi City County. We use policies that we got from the national government, called the TVET policy of 2013. But the county is in the process of developing the vocational training centers and home-craft centers 2020 policy that they will be using. But it will be aligned with the national policies that we use. In this policy, it guides us on how to manage our centers. But for example, it guides us on how to nominate a board of governors, and these board of governors are the ones that are managing our vocational training centers, which are 11 in the county. They also guide us on how to register our vocational training centers. As at now, we have registered 5 vocational training centers, and very soon we will be registering 2, and then the rest will be registered. Then in the vocational centers, the county provide money to construct workshops in those centers, to construct toilets, among others. Also, we provide money to the vocational centers from the county to buy tools and equipment which the trainees use in the vocational training centers. We also do sponsor curriculum activities in the vocational training centers, especially drama and music. We take our trainees all the way up to national level. We also look at the welfare of our staff. The other day we promoted all the staff that are in our vocational training centers. We did this so that we can motivate them to do what they are doing.
NTA, we are very much focused on activate education, because we understand that not everybody gets the opportunity to go through the normal 844 kind of system of education. There are some people who drop out at class 4. There are some who do not really find the opportunity to proceed after class 8. There are some people after form 4. They really can't afford the college and the university fee. But where do we take these people? So there's an opportunity for the youth to go through the vocational training institutions, and we are glad that you are in partnership with the county government of Nairobi, or the Nairobi City County Government. And what we are really trying to do is just to tell the youth that it is not wrong and it's not a crime to go through vocational training centers.
My name is Winfred Wamutwa Mulai from Jericho Vocational Training Center. Tungetaka sana tuone kama tunaweza saidika in the government, vile wanaweza saidia watoto wasome kwa government this vocational training for the training. Because we have so many the trainings zile zinaendelea kwa shule. We nowadays, there before we didn't have the salon, the beauty and the salon. But nowadays now we have the beauty, the salon, they are doing a lot, and there are many, the majority. Boys, they can do a lot. For example, let's take this course of plumbing. A plumber, you can't sleep without food. Kwa hivyo being a plumber, it's very good as a boy child, and also as an electrician. Tuseme moto imekatika pale, huwa naona saa zingine kwa nyumba sina mtu pale ananitengenezea mambo ya stima, then unatafuta mtu wa stima na kuja na kuwekea. Kwa hivyo kazi ya vocational training for the boys, it's good to join that course. You can also do the building and construction. Kama kuna nyumba imeanguka mahali inataka iwekwe mabati or painting also, it's very important. Hivyo hizi kazi ziko na ni kazi nyingi sana kwa vijana wanataka kufanya. Generally, all the courses, they are very good and they are very important.